Have you ever heard of the phrase, never judge a book by its cover? Well, Terry Crews is a prime example of never judging a book by its cover. In fact, you can say, never judge a Terry Crews by his cover. See, Terry Crews is a fantastic actor. He's very humorous. Has a great mindset, and the dude is a phenomenal artist. And you can kind of see where him being an artist, I'm being an artist, how they kind of like plays hand in hand. I felt like it would be dope to show the softer side of Terry Crews by teaming him up with Snow White. Snow White, she's one of the most gentle princesses out there. I thought it would have been funny, I thought it would have been cool to see that mashup, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious, and it came out the way I wanted it to. And that's probably the best thing as an artist, is actually seeing the vision and it coming out the way that you envisioned it. I hope Terry likes it. If not, I'm gonna cry in my sleep, but whatever, what's done is done. I hope that you liked it, and I hope that's the reason why you came. Now I'm just rambling. Anyway, here's how I created that Terry Crews Snow White art. I start off with some very rough sketches, especially the thumbnail sketch, because the thumbnail sketch allows me to see the composition quickly before I start drawing it. Using the Snow White image as a reference, I start to draw out these cute little forest animals that are surrounding her when she's singing, whoa, or whatever she's doing. To draw Terry Crews, I use even more reference images to get the position that I want him in, playing the flute, and how swole the guy is. I use a lot of reference images because without them, I wouldn't know what the heck I'm doing. I also practice drawing his face so I can be familiar with it when I'm putting the face on the body. Using another sheet of paper, I sketch out the final look of Terry the way I want it to be in the artwork. After that, I scan in both those drawings into my computer and combine them using Clip Studio Paint. I like going digital when I'm creating my artwork because it's easier for me to make adjustments. As you can see here, I felt Terry Crews was a little too scrawny, so I was able to bulk him up some. After I was done making those adjustments, it was time to start inking my boy Terry Crews. I prefer using a pen that has some texture, some roughness to it when I'm creating this kind of art. Then I moved on to the animals. By the way, I hit undo a lot. Ain't no shame in my game. Next, I start inking the background. But pay attention, because when I get into the coloring portion, you're gonna notice something about this background that changes. I'm working on the flat coloring now, and I start off with the base colors. Using the base colors, I'm able to see the color scheme of Terry, the animals, and the background art before I get into the details. And here's something that I love to do, and is using the selection tool and then filling in the area, because it can be a lot quicker than using the brush. However, when it comes to getting those nooks and crannies, I'm whipping out that brush tool, that bad boy. For the shadows, I added a new layer and then put the blend option on multiply. I do the same thing for the highlights, but instead of using multiply, I put it on overlay. Also, I do not like using black and white when it comes to doing my shadows or my highlights. I like using a color value because color values add some flavor to the artwork. As I'm working on the artwork too, I'm adjusting the color values. Now, remember when I brought up the inking of the background earlier? Well, I decided to remove the lines altogether and give it more of a painting-like style. Before the artwork was fully done, I added the special effects. That's the music notes, those little dusty thingies that be floating in the forest. I don't know what they are, but adding these details gave the artwork more pop, made it a bit more lively. And voila, finito, however you want to say it, I'm done. I'm finished. Now, this may look like I did it quickly. However, I took hours and hours and hours and hours to get it right and to finish it. So never be discouraged. Take your time if you need to. All that matters is creating something incredible.